For we are in the season of the Lord. This time around, it's a shame. Those walking the road, those running the fly, those flying the soar, way to heights, those walking the road, those running the fly, those flying the soar, way to heights. Excellent evening to each and every one of you. Bienvenue, my friend audience would say. I want to welcome each and every one of us to tonight's session. Today is day 2 of our bootcamp. Today is the 1st of October, so happy new month to each and every one of you. Today is also Nigeria's independence anniversary celebration. So it's a public holiday and we've had a wonderful time today. Now it's time for us to go in and have day 2 of our bootcamp. My name is Oladapo Onodipe, and I will be your host tonight. Tonight, we're going to look at what makes the Surgical Precision Academy chunk out the kind of results that we chunk out day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, and year on year ending. So tonight, we're going to look closely at the strategy. Yesterday, we had an overview of what Forex is all about and how Forex, learning the skill, can help you have time and financial freedom. But we also learned that it's more than just having the skill sets. You also need money management and you need mindsets. If you can combine these three, you will be a profitable trader. Today, we're going a notch higher, and that is for you to see the strategy that we use. I'm going to be teaching on our Zoom session, and the link to join the register and join the Telegram had either been sent. So for those who will be on the IG, you probably will be able to listen, but those who will be able to see what we're doing are on the Zoom call. And yesterday's session, we've already dropped the recording. And at the end of today's session also, we will be dropping the recording. So if you're not able to get on our Zoom session, you will be able to see what exactly we are talking about. So we're moving straight away to what we are doing tonight, and that is to be able to show us the strategy that has really helped us to be able to do excellently well in the markets. So without much ado, I'm just going to pull up the slide. And as I pull up the slide, we will be able to see the strategy that acts as, the joker, if I should use that word, that help us to get the kind of results that we get. And I'll be sharing the results towards the end. So the strategy we use is known as the Surgical Precision Strategy. That's a strategy we use in the Surgical Precision Academy. It's a 4-point strategy. And when you're trading, you are either buying or you are selling. If you are buying, we talk of a bullish momentum. And when you are selling, we talk of a bearish momentum. So when you're talking of a buy, you mean that there is an opportunity in the market for you to, take a position. And if the market moves, up the buy position, then if it closes above where you started, you have a win. And if you are selling or you are taking the bearish movements, then if the market, then you are anticipating that the market will go down from, where it gets to. And if it does that and it closes below your starting point, then you have also won. I'm talking specifically about binary option, which is the option we trade in the Surgical Precision Academy. So basically, it's a 4-point strategy. So if you are going for a buy or a bullish momentum, you tell yourself, is the base currency stronger than the quote currency? Some of you may not understand this, but what it means is that is the first currency stronger than the second? When we go into the practical, I'll show you some of these things. But assuming you are looking at USD JPY, if USD has 5 bars and JPY has 2 bars, in that situation, the first currency, which is USD, is stronger than the second. So the first condition is met. The second thing you want to look out for is that is the price at the next support area. The support area are short blue horizontal lines on cash trap. And so if the price gets to that area that happens to be a floor, then you tell yourself that the second condition is met. The third one is that there are 2 indicators you want to look out for. One is known as the stochastic, and the other one is known as the relative strength index, otherwise known as RSI. They are momentum indicators. And so if they touch or go below the blue line, then the third condition is met. And finally, you want to take a position when you have 30 minutes on the clock, 45, or on the hour. So your timing has to be right. So if these 4 conditions are met, then you can take a position for a bullish run. And if, it goes as anticipated and it gets to that area and makes a move, then you would have, won the trade. So very quickly, I'm gonna quickly go and show us these things I've discussed or described. How can you appreciate them on the charts? So that's what I'm going to do right this moment, so that it's not just theory, you want to see exactly what we are talking about. So this is the currency strength meter. And I'm just going to refresh it now. The currency strength meter, which you can see here, I'm refreshing it at this moment so that we can see what the situation of the currencies are. So you can see here, you have AUD JPY. AUD is 3 bars, JPY is 5 bars. So that's the currency strength. The other one I had already mentioned is, so with this, you're gonna be going bearish, not bullish on this. So what you have in the market, there is no position, as I see now, that will be going bullish. So the opposite actually is what you have in bearish. But let me just show you. So this is the currency strength, like I said. And then also, I mentioned some things. I mentioned the stochastic and the RSI. This upper one area, that's where the stochastic is. And the lower one, this is where the relative strength index is. I mentioned some lines on cash trap. These are the blue lines, the short blue lines I mentioned. So if that is where we're looking out for, the market gets there, then one of the conditions would have been met. So I'm going to quickly go over the flip side, which is the other condition that you can now, see the market operate in. So the first one is bullish. So right now we're going to look at what happens when when we are looking for a bearish momentum in the market. For those who are coming for the first time, you may not understand these things. We've had day one yesterday, so you may want to watch the YouTube for day one before you have some better understanding. But I'm just going to go on because today is day two. So when you talk of bearish momentum, you're talking of a sell. The first thing is the base currency weaker than the quotes? So like AUD JPY that I showed you, AUD is the base, JPY is the quotes. The first is weaker than the second. So you expect a sell or a bearish momentum. The second thing is the price at the next resistance zone? So those short red lines on cash strap, those are the resistance zone. The price get there. The third thing on cash strap is stochastic and RSI touching or above the red line? So do we have stochastic or RSI touching, or is it above the red line? And finally, the best times we've seen that you can take trades are 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and on the hour. So with this, you will be able to know which is bullish, which is bearish. So I'm going to go back into the market now and show you exactly what scenario we can look out for based on bearish, which seems the situation in the market at the moment. So this is AUD-JPY, and I'm just going to check, do we have the trend, being all bearish? I'm going to check, do we have the trend being all bearish? Well, we have 3/4 being bearish. So let's look at it. So basically where we are now, AUD-JPY, I'm just going to look at an area where the market can respond. So this is an area I think the market can respond. We've already had a trading time today, but as we going on, we may see something, that is enticing in the markets. So we're looking at AUD-JPY. The only thing is that the strength is not so strong, but it's something that's, for a demo, we'll just go ahead for people to see what we do in the market. So basically, for this AUD-JPY, I'm looking at the market coming to this. Previously, the market came here and used this as a support. It went up and then it broke that area. So when this market comes to this area, I'm gonna, I have an understanding that when the market comes to this area, it's gonna drop from here. So AUD-JPY, of course, currency strength is not so maximum, but for the sake of our demonstration, AUD-JPY can have a bearish momentum around the 928 to 946. So what I'll be expecting in the market in the next few minutes is that the market will come here and then it will ultimately drop on AUD-JPY. So for students who know what that means, they know what to do in this area. So what I'm expecting in the market is that the market will come here. This acts as the roof, and when the market hits this roof, it's gonna drop. So remember the conditions. One, the first currency will be weaker than the second, which is what we have in AUD JPY. As you can see, the first currency will be weaker than the second. That's one. The second thing is that the market will get to the red short lines. You can see this is a red short line, and it continues this way. So the market will get there. So we are waiting for this market to get there. The third condition that should be met is that stochastic should get to the red area or above, and RSI should also get to the red area and above. So that's the third condition you want to be met. And then if it happens on the 30 minutes, the 45, or on the hour, which we call timing, then the four conditions that indicate that the strategy is in place, falls in. And with that, you can, take a position in the market. So if you look at this, I would say AUD JPY, bearish, 5 minutes, 928 to 946. Let's see if that would happen, in the next few minutes while we are here. We have about 9 minutes to the 30 minutes timing. So let's see if on the 30 minutes, the market will go to that area. If it does, then if it does, then that, that's a good place to expect a bearish movement in the market. So that's how our strategy is. And with this strategy, we've been crushing the market, and we've been doing a lot of great things in the markets. We've been doing a lot of great things in the market. So I just want to show you, our results in the markets, for the last month. And here it is on the screen for you to see. With the double blessing strategy, which we use in the Surgical Precision Academy, with the surgical precision strategy, we are able to have, a very good win ratio in the markets. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you can see last month we had 21, we took 21 ideas, we analyzed the markets, and we had 21 ideas. And of those 21 ideas, 18 of them were complete. So we won 18 of them. We had 3 lessons, so we lost 3. And, at the end, we took 21 total number of trades. And we won 18, lost 3, giving us a win ratio of 85.7%. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that if you can get 85% in trading, even if you can get 75%, your wins will be more than your lessons, and you will definitely have good account growth. What of if you have 85%? Can you see how huge that is? Just losing 3 out of 21 trades. And with that, you will be able to make good money in the market. So those who traded with me this month, they indeed made good money. They made withdrawals, and it was a wonderful September that we had. And why do we have this kind of results? It's because the surgical precision strategy is what we use. And with that strategy, we have very high win ratio. And so if you join the academy, you will be part of us, looking at the strategy, using the strategy, and with that, you can earn while you learn. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the strategy has been able to do for us. It's been able to help us learn the skill. Because you see, at times you see some people, they say I've been trading for so long, but I'm not able to, make money I'm not consistent with my profiting. I don't make withdrawals, and so on and so forth. And when you ask some of them, what strategy do you use? They don't have a strategy. They just look at the markets, and when they feel the market will move, they jump into it. No, you can't trade that way. You must have a strategy. One, and that strategy must have a high win ratio. And that strategy must be reproducible so that if one person uses it or 100 people use it, about 95% of them, they will get the same results because that is something that is reproducible. But if whatever strategy you are using is not reproducible, doesn't have a high win ratio, then I recommend the surgical precision strategy for you, because we've been using it now for years and our results have always been above 80% on monthly basis. Some months we've had 90, and on some very, few occasions, we've had 100%. But what I tell people is, if you can do 80, that's a good percentage. That means that 4 out of every 5, you win. And that's beautiful, man. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the surgical precision strategy. And that's the strategy that helps us to win day in, day out, week in, week out. You are here tonight and you're wondering, how can I be a part of what they are talking about? How can I start trading? Well, we have an academy known as the Surgical Precision Academy. It's an academy that would literally take you by the hand and, help you to start, moving from somebody who knows nothing, a novice, to a beginner, to an intermediate, and to an advanced trader. We have videos where you can watch and learn the strategy. We have live market analysis session every day of the week where you can see me teaching other students and everyone learning together and earning together. We also have ideas that can be sent on your phone. And with those ideas, you can, trade even on the go. And of course, you have the opportunity to be mentored by me. And mentorship is the legal shortcut to success. So what are you waiting for? If I were you, I'll get back to whoever invited me so that I can get started immediately. Now, earlier today, we were in the market and there was an idea that I looked at which, wasn't ready on the session. So I gave the students the assignments and, I had to go and do some other things. But when I came back, the market had responded. And I'm just going to show that area to, us. For those of you that are looking at my screen, you can see around this time, 3 o'clock or thereabout, between 3 and 4, we had our session. And so I told them what I was expecting in the market was for the market to pull back, use this area as a roof, and then drop. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the line. Let's draw it so that everybody can appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, look at what happened. Around 6:45 p.m., the market came to this area and made a very good drop. He repeated it here again, made a good drop. Here again, 3 drops. So if you are taking that idea 3 times, you will have made money 3 times. So this is, how we analyze the markets. And this is how we continue to earn in the market. So it's once you understand the strategy and you apply it, I'm telling you, it's going to be like a walk in the park. It's going to be like a, easy peasy, as they say. So look at it. The market got here and dropped. It got here and dropped. It got here and dropped. 3 opportunities this market gave on a single idea. And so if you were on the session, you will have known what exactly to do, and you will have done that, and you will have earned, very good money today. But it's not too late. We'll be in the market again tomorrow. So if I were you, I'll get back to whoever invited me so that I can get started immediately. So what does it take to get started? For you to get started, you have to enroll in the Surgical Precision Academy. And that will cost you $200 to get started. And, subsequent month, you pay $150 to, be part of the academy where you learn and ultimately you earn. So ladies and gentlemen, if I were you, I will get back to whoever invited me so that I can get started. You know why? Life rewards action. And tomorrow, we will continue with our live market analysis. And today, we round up our boot camp. If you've had value in these 2 days of boot camp, I want you to put 2 on the charts. Either you're on the IG or you're on my Zoom session. You've had value. I want you to put 2 on the charts. Put 2 on the chart. You've had value in the last 2 days. And all that you need now is to get back to whoever invited you and get started, because life only rewards action. I love you all, and I hope you get started so that you can be part of the next success story. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.